Students, myself Brijesh Mehta and I welcome you to TYBCA. Students, in this semester I am conduct 501 PHP MySQL subject. In today's session, we'll start with Unit 1, that is Introduction to PHP and Writing PHP code. In this, I would like to cover the point starting with a syllabus and introduction to PHP. Let's throw the light on the syllabus. The syllabus contains theory and practical. Theory credit is 4 and 3 hours practical per week. Let's start with the first unit. First unit contains the introduction of PHP and how to write PHP code. In that we are going to cover web communication fundamental, that is local system to web server, which consists of request and response, then concepts of client-side scripting, then after session management. Afterwards we also discuss about the installation of PHP and MySQL, configuration, how to PHP code parse, data type, operator, rules of variables, comments, etc. The next part of unit contains the conditional statements, control structure, then the functions like exit, die, return and arrays in PHP. Unit 3 will contain the working with data and functions. In that we'll working with the form, validate it, retrieve the value, send the value. Then we'll also work with different functions like string, maths, array function, date function, user defined function, etc. In next unit we will discuss about session, cookie and upload the file concept. Then after in the last session we'll continue with MySQL database, MySQL types of table, then MySQL queries like select, insert, update, delete, order by. Then after we'll also discuss how to connect PHP and MySQL. So connection string, we are going to discuss about the connection string. In the last supported MySQL functions. So this is what the introduction of the overall syllabus. Okay, so students, let's start with the PHP. Before we start anything regarding PHP, let's discuss something about the web technology. Students, you already working with web design. In that you design a simple website with HTML. In that you create the structure with HTML, then you create the form, then you design it. But the limitation with the web design was that you are not supposed to uh, develop, or you are not supposed to write code with HTML. In that we can say you just create one form, you just fill it, you can validate it, that's it. But with the PHP you can create the dynamic page. In HTML you can create static page. This is what the difference. Okay, let's start with some introduction of our PHP. The full form of PHP is Hypertext Preprocessor. I repeat, Hypertext Preprocessor, that allow to you to create the dynamic content with interact with the different types of database. The PHP is PHP used for develop the web-based applications. PHP is a server-side scripting language which is embedded with HTML. Here I would like to explain something new for you. There are two types of scripting you can write: server-side scripting and client-side scripting. Server-side scripting, once you write the code at the server side, when it serves at the client can't modify that code. In case of client-side scripting, client can access it, view it, and modify it. This is what the major difference. So in the PHP is server-side scripting. It is used to manage dynamic content, database tracking, even build entire e-commerce sites. Students, there are so many websites you are visited daily. In that, if you observe, there are so many contents are displayed. Some of the time or afterwards, it might change automatically. So when the contents are automatically changed, it is known as a dynamic content. Means that content is stored somewhere else. Somewhere else means at the database. Session. Later on we discuss more about the session management. Next, PHP perform the system functions like create, open, read, write, and close. So you can perform this function with the PHP. PHP can handle the forms very easily. You can just create one form, and with the help of that form you can save the data, you can accept the data, you can take the input from the user for the data. So form is performed that way. Furthermore, you can add, edit, delete the element within your database through the PHP. That means what? The PHP is completely work as a front end and database is work as a back end. Access cookies, variables, and set cookie. Students, I would like to give an example for the cookie. Whenever you open some website and when you registered it, when you logged in yourself, at that time it will ask one query with one dialog box. There you want to share your data. When you click yes, at that time your user ID and password will be stored in your laptop or your computer somewhere else. When next time you come again with the same website, at that time what happen? At that time it won't give you the blank text box. Instead of your ID and password will be already pre-filled. So no need to again write that data. So this pre-filled data is known as cookies. Generally cookies are stored in a browser. Later on we will discuss about this. Using PHP, you can restrict the user, you can access the user, you can access the page to user, you can restrict the page user to your website. Even you can encrypt the data using PHP. PHP has one default algorithm. Just keep in mind that is MD5, Message Digest version 5. Okay, let's go ahead. PHP is widely used, or you can say PHP is an open source scripting language. There are so many technologies are there in the market, but as far as it concerns with the open source, you must have knowledge about what is open source. Open source means it's freely available in a market. No need to buy a license to use that technology. That is what the reason PHP is widely used. PHP scripts are executed on the server. PHP is free to download and use. For example, www.php.net. From there, you can easily download the downloader of PHP technology. PHP file can contain text, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and PHP code itself. PHP is highly support pure object oriented concept. That means what? Whatever you learn in C++, the same syntax you can implement with the PHP, like looping structure, control structure, conditional statement, operator, etc. Same as C++ you can implement in a PHP. PHP code are executed on the server and result is simply served in the browser as an output. One more thing, that is PHP file have the extension of